Very good morning to you. It is 74 sticky degrees at 7:32. And yes, I went outside to water the basilico, the basil, and you literally, as you open the door, the air is still flat and sticky. It's like walking into a bathroom after somebody has showered. That's what it feels like outside right now. There's the description. It is Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. I'm Ken Rosado. Welcome back to On New Jersey Mornings. Another mostly sunny, hot, and humid day. Heat advisory in effect. In fact, for tomorrow, I believe it's a high heat warning. Michael explained what the term is. I think that's what they're calling it now, something like that. But it's going to be dangerously hot. Highs upper 90s. Here's Mike. Is that what they call it now? A high heat warning or extreme heat
Oh, they
warning?
just
What's
give
the
it a
temperature?
superlative, Ken. They call it
Highest?
extreme heat
Yeah.
warning
And valid. Yeah.
because,
If you're young and in good shape, it's dangerous to spend
sure.
time outside in this heat. But if
Yep.
you have any age, weight, medical condition, do not,
hmm
literally, I mean,
Right.
serious as a heart attack, so to say. I hate to use that
hmm
analogy, but do not experiment with going out doing any kind of exercise, gardening in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Not a good, or even laying out on a hot beach. Not a good idea.
No, because you're not even going to get much of a sea breeze today. And
Right.
that is really key in understanding that even if you're under the beach umbrella, there's going to be that just big time heat coming at you from all directions without that cooling effect off of the water. Because on the waterfront, on the sand, with a temperature of 92 in Atlantic City and 93 in Avalon, very, very warm. Even west of the Parkway, temperatures approaching 100 down the shore. So all of that heat and humidity today combining to make it feel quite uncomfortable. Now, while there is no heat advisory down south of Atlantic City, there is still some very poor air quality due to those particulates in the air. And of course, some ozone too comes into play. Notice in northern New Jersey, we're doing okay there with decent air quality. But as soon as you head down the shore, especially down toward Cape May, once you get over 200 AQI, that's where we get to the unhealthy level, which is unshaded here because for most of New Jersey, it's unhealthy for sensitive groups, that orange color statewide. And again, part of the reason for that is that particulate matter, which is coming from not just the California, or excuse me, Canadian wildfires. There you see all of the red dots up in Saskatchewan and Alberta showing where those wildfires are originating and the plumes of smoke as a result. But there's also some wildfires out west in the Rockies, and all of those winds in the upper atmosphere are steering those particulates in our direction. Closer to the ground, you see here this yellowy area has some of that smoke entering New Jersey throughout this evening. This high resolution model only goes out about 24 hours, so we can't see into tomorrow, but still, it shows that there's a good deal of particulates that combined with all of this stagnant air, the heat, the humidity, the feels like temperature of 101 to 102 in northeastern New Jersey, it's just going to be a rough go all around. Not a day to exert yourself. Some of my clients are calling me saying, hey, we want to cancel our outdoor activities because can't have people running around in this sort of heat and humidity. So yeah, even the professional organizations get it too. Even throughout tomorrow, with the heat and humidity culminating in our third day in a row of 90 plus degree heat, have to wait till Thursday. And Thursday afternoon, I think really will be telling, especially when that front slides through. We'll be in, check this out, 64 degrees by 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday with those showers and storms coming in, but still just about 100 miles to the south, look at that, almost 40 degrees hotter, at least in it feels like temperature, because that's how long it takes for the front to push on through. So there's a big difference here in terms of where we see the heat on Thursday and where it already starts to cool down. And then by Friday, the front does its job and clears down to the coast, making it feel much more cooler into the upcoming weekend. So plenty of heat and humidity today, probably setting another temperature record, the old one set back in 1949, given how warm it is this afternoon. Water temperatures have now hit the 80s over in Sandy Hook, so very, very hot weather on tap for today, and the water temperatures responding. Again, if you're going to the beach, got to play it safe, especially if you're sensitive to the heat. It's going to be a real scorcher, and out on the water, plenty of waves there, but again, no rip currents going into this afternoon, just a low risk thanks to the calm breezes. So the bigger picture showing the front sliding through, but taking its time to pass through New Jersey. Notice how it tries to come in tomorrow, but fails to do so. It's this front on Wednesday night into Thursday, which ultimately slides on through, gives us our rain throughout Thursday evening into Friday, and then clears out just in time for the weekend, cooling us down, drying us out, and bringing back beautiful weather on the way for Saturday and Sunday. So we wrap up the heat tomorrow night, bring back cooler weather with some showers and storms on Thursday, specifically in the afternoon, and then by Friday, the last of the rains exit from north to south. Saturday and Sunday are both beautiful days, low humidity, temperatures in the low 80s, actually a hair cooler than average. That'll be a nice change. And then even the shore points very warm, especially in the overnights, not even cooling down beyond below 77 degrees. So that air conditioning is going to be going all night long until we get to Thursday and Friday. Finally see a little bit of a cooling break with overnight lows in the 60s on Saturday and Sunday, warming back into the 80s. So 1.5 more days, Ken, before we finally see some relief from all of this stubborn heat and humidity.
Go figure, July, August. All right, Mike. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated.